Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel The World Coin. On this channel, we explore rare and valuable coins from around the world. Old dollar coins, error coins, and hidden treasures that can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. If you love coin collecting, or want to know the real value of coins you already own, you're in the right place. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell, so you never miss an update. Let's get started with today's rare coin. I have 3 videos of 1 cent. So let's get started. The 1951 wheat penny 1-cent coin of the United States of America with the D Mint mark, struck at the historic Denver Mint, is one of the most fascinating and underrated coins in American numismatic history, representing not only a key moment in post-World War II America but also a powerful example of how condition, rarity of preservation, and unique mint characteristics can transform an ordinary copper coin into a highly valuable collector's asset worth hundreds to even thousands of dollars today. This coin belongs to the famous Lincoln Wheat Cent series, first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, making it the first U.S. circulating coin to feature a real historical person rather than a symbolic figure, and by 1951, the design had already become deeply embedded in American culture as a symbol of unity, freedom, and resilience. The obverse of the 1951 D wheat penny features Victor David Brenner's iconic portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, and in a very fine condition example, Lincoln's hair above the ear remains clearly separated, the outline of the ear is fully visible, the cheek and jawline show smooth but even circulation wear, and the inscriptions, "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the date 1951 remain sharp and readable, which is crucial because many coins from this era were heavily circulated during a time when cash usage was dominant in daily American life. The D Mint mark, placed just below the date, is a key identifying feature that adds historical and collector significance, as Denver Mint cents from this period often show distinct strike characteristics, sometimes weaker or sometimes sharper than Philadelphia issues, making them especially interesting for specialists who collect by mint and year. On the reverse side, the classic wheat ears design, which remained in use until 1958, frames the inscriptions, 1 cent, and United States of America, with E pluribus unum above, and in very fine condition the wheat stalks still show clear inner grain lines, the rims are complete, and the lettering is bold, giving the coin strong visual appeal despite honest wear. Historically, the year 1951 sits in the heart of America's economic recovery and expansion era, when industries were booming, families were growing, and everyday objects like coins were produced in massive quantities yet used relentlessly, which is why truly well-preserved examples today are far scarcer than original mintage numbers suggest. What elevates certain 1951 D wheat pennies into the high-value category is the presence of unique features and mint errors, including double die obverse lettering, repunched or misplaced mint marks, off-center strikes, clipped planchettes, die cracks, lamination errors, and rare copper alloy imperfections, and when such errors appear on coins in very fine or better condition and are authenticated by professional grading services, market prices can rise dramatically, with documented sales showing values from $200 to $800, and in exceptional error varieties or premium certified examples, prices exceeding $1,000 or more. Even non-error coins can command strong premiums when they exhibit original red, brown, or chocolate patina, attractive toning, sharp remaining details, and no signs of harsh cleaning, because collectors increasingly value originality and eye appeal. From a historical perspective, the 1951 D wheat penny is more than a coin. It is a small copper witness to Cold War tensions, domestic prosperity, and the everyday lives of millions of Americans who carried these cents in their pockets, spent them at corner stores, and unknowingly sent many into decades of circulation wear, making today's well-preserved survivors especially desirable. In modern numismatics, this coin teaches an important lesson that age alone does not determine value, but rather a combination of condition, mint mark, rarity of survival, and unique characteristics, and for collectors and investors alike, the 1951 wheat penny with the D Mint mark stands as a powerful reminder that even the smallest denomination can hold remarkable historical weight and significant financial potential, proving that what once cost 1 cent can now represent a prized collectible worth hundreds to thousands of dollars in today's competitive coin market. Next video. The 1948 wheat penny 1 cent coin of the United States of America with the D Mint mark, produced by the historic Denver Mint, is a remarkable example of mid-20th century American coinage that perfectly captures the transition of the nation from wartime sacrifice to post-war prosperity. And while it may appear ordinary at first glance, this copper coin has earned growing respect and attention in the numismatic world due to its historical context, collectible varieties, and the increasing scarcity of well-preserved examples, especially those found today in very fine condition, which can elevate its value from just 1 cent to hundreds or even thousands of dollars. The 1948 wheat penny belongs to the legendary Lincoln Wheat Cent series, first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth, marking a historic moment as Lincoln became the first real person to appear on a circulating U.S. coin, and by 1948, this design had already become an iconic symbol of American identity, unity, and endurance. The obverse of the 1948 D wheat penny features Victor David Brenner's dignified portrait of Lincoln facing right, and in a very fine condition example, collectors can still observe strong detail in Lincoln's hair above the ear, a clearly outlined ear and jawline, smooth but even wear across the cheek, and crisp, readable inscriptions such as, "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the date 1948, all of which are critical grading points because many cents from this era were heavily circulated during a time when coins were the backbone of everyday commerce. The D Mint mark, located just below the date, signifies production at the Denver Mint and adds an important layer of collectible significance, as Denver issues from the late 1940s are well known for both their large production numbers and their interesting strike variations, making them especially appealing to collectors who specialize in mint-specific Lincoln cents. The reverse of the coin proudly displays the classic wheat ears design, with two stylized wheat stalks framing the inscriptions, 1 cent, and United States of America, and the motto, E pluribus unum, above, and in very fine condition the wheat lines remain clearly visible. The lettering is bold, and the rims are complete, giving the coin strong eye appeal despite honest circulation wear. Historically, 1948 was a pivotal year in American history, as the nation was rebuilding after World War II, industries were expanding, families were growing, and millions of coins like this penny passed through countless hands, which explains why truly well-preserved examples are far rarer today than raw mintage figures might suggest. What makes certain 1948 D wheat pennies especially valuable is the presence of unique features and mint errors, including doubled die obverse lettering, repunched or misplaced mint marks, off-center strikes, clipped planchettes, die cracks, lamination flaws, and rare alloy irregularities, and when such characteristics are found on coins in very fine or better condition and confirmed by professional grading services, market values can rise dramatically, with many examples selling in the $200 to $700 range, and exceptional error coins or premium certified specimens reaching $1,000 or more. Even standard, non-error coins can command strong premiums when they display original copper color, attractive natural toning, sharp remaining details, and no evidence of harsh cleaning, because modern collectors place a high value on originality and visual appeal. From a broader numismatic perspective, the 1948 D wheat penny is more than just a small copper coin. It is a tangible piece of American history that reflects the optimism, economic growth, and daily life of post-war America, and its continued popularity among collectors proves that significance is not measured by denomination alone but by the story, rarity of survival, and condition of the coin. Today, as interest in Lincoln wheat pennies continues to grow worldwide, the 1948 wheat penny with the D Mint mark in very fine condition stands as a powerful reminder that even a humble 1-cent coin can become a prized collectible and a valuable investment, demonstrating how history, craftsmanship, and preservation can combine to turn a simple penny into a numismatic treasure worth hundreds to thousands of dollars in the modern coin market. Next video. The 1957 wheat penny 1-cent coin of the United States of America with the D Mint mark, struck at the historic Denver Mint, represents one of the final and most meaningful chapters in the legendary Lincoln Wheat Cent series, and although it was produced in large numbers during a period of economic stability and everyday cash circulation, this copper coin has grown steadily in numismatic importance due to its historical setting, surviving condition rarity, and the discovery of valuable varieties and mint errors that have pushed select examples into the hundreds and even thousands of dollars range in today's collector market. The wheat penny series itself began in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth, making Lincoln the first real person to appear on a circulating U.S. coin, and by 1957, just 1 year before the design would be retired and replaced by the Lincoln Memorial Reverse in 1959, the wheat cent had become a deeply familiar symbol of American tradition, thrift, and national identity. The obverse of the 1957 D wheat penny features Victor David Brenner's timeless right-facing portrait of Lincoln, and in a very fine condition example, collectors can clearly see separation in Lincoln's hair above the ear, a fully outlined ear, balanced wear across the cheek and jawline, and sharp, readable inscriptions such as, "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the date 1957, all of which are critical indicators of proper grading because cents from the 1950s were heavily used in daily transactions, school lunches, parking meters, and small retail purchases. The D Mint mark, positioned just below the date, identifies the coin as a Denver Mint issue and adds an important layer of collector interest, as Denver struck cents from the late 1950s often display distinct strike characteristics and die variations that attract specialists who collect by mint and year. The reverse side proudly displays the classic wheat ears design, with two stylized wheat stalks framing, 1 cent, and United States of America, with E pluribus unum above, and in very fine condition the inner grain lines of the wheat stalks remain visible, the rims are complete, and the lettering is bold, giving the coin strong eye appeal despite honest circulation wear. Historically, 1957 was a significant year in American history, marked by technological progress, Cold War tensions, and a rapidly modernizing society, and coins like this penny passed through millions of hands during a time when cash dominated everyday life, which explains why truly well-preserved examples are far less common today than raw mintage figures might suggest. What elevates certain 1957 D wheat pennies into the high-value category is the presence of unique features and mint errors, including double die obverse lettering, repunched or misplaced mint marks, off-center strikes, clipped planchettes, die cracks, die breaks, lamination flaws, and unusual copper alloy irregularities, and when these characteristics appear on coins in very fine or better condition and are authenticated by professional grading services, market prices can increase dramatically, with many documented sales in the $200 to $600 range, and exceptional error coins or premium certified specimens reaching $1,000 or more. Even non-error examples can command strong premiums when they display original red, brown or chocolate patina, smooth surfaces, attractive natural toning, and no evidence of harsh cleaning, because modern collectors place a high value on originality and visual appeal. From a broader numismatic perspective, the 1957 D wheat penny is more than just a small copper coin. It is a tangible reminder of America's final years with the wheat reverse design and a symbol of the transition from traditional coin artistry to modern designs, and its growing popularity among collectors demonstrates that value is created by history, preservation, and uniqueness rather than denomination alone. Today, as interest in Lincoln wheat pennies continues to rise worldwide, the 1957 wheat penny with the D Mint mark in very fine condition stands as a powerful example of how an everyday 1-cent coin can evolve into a prized collectible and potential investment, proving that even the smallest piece of American coinage can carry immense historical meaning and financial potential, sometimes reaching hundreds to thousands of dollars in the modern numismatic marketplace. So please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. A new coin story awaits you every next day.